Our top focus, Prime Minister Modi on the last leg of his mission Australia after visiting Canberra. Modi reached Melbourne this morning. A packed schedule awaits the Prime Minister, who is expected to hold a meeting with top CEOs and government officials. Modi's schedule for today includes a visit to the 161-year-old Melbourne Cricket Stadium. Modi and Australian Prime Minister Tony Abbott are expected to make an appearance here together with the 2015 World Cup trophy. Abbott will be hosting two events for Modi at the ground. This includes a reception of over 700 guests and later a dinner with 500 people. Let's get a word from TV Today. Shweta Singh, who's joining us live from Melbourne this morning. Shweta, a packed schedule awaits the Prime Minister.
Yes, indeed, he has reached Melbourne from Canberra, and from now on he'll be going to the Governor's House at about 3 p.m. local time. After that, Narendra Modi is supposed to have a small event at the MCG, the Melbourne Cricket Ground. He's invited a number of cricketers from India. Kapil Dev, Sunil Gavaskar, VVS Lakshman, all of them are here, and the Australian side has also invited some cricketers, so there is supposed to be a select gathering of about 1,000 odd people. Not everybody will be able to go inside. There are a number of Indians here who would want to meet him, but are waiting for that opportunity to at least get a glimpse of Narendra Modi.
Shweta Singh, our correspondent, is with us on a live from Melbourne this morning. Shweta, Modi emphasizing on how India and Australia are key allies and that both countries should look at improving their partnerships in trade, defence and education.
Well, Narendra Modi really touched the heart of Australians here, because everybody that I've been speaking to has been happy because of the thing that he said, that it has been 28 years since an Indian Prime Minister came here, but it will never be so. He spoke about Australia's importance as far as India is concerned. He spoke about clean energy. He spoke about how Australia will not be at the periphery of the vision, but at the center of India's thoughts, and that has warmed the hearts of everybody here. Narendra Modi, whenever he was speaking at Canberra, everybody there clapped after every few minutes, and Narendra Modi seemed to have won over their hearts. Now it remains to be seen if this personal relationship that he's developed with them can be translated into a strategic advantage for India. That remains to be seen. But yes, the first step has been taken. Narendra Modi has been able to convince them that India is serious. At the same time, the Chinese Prime Minister Xi Jinping is here in Australia. But you would be surprised to know that Narendra Modi has occupied the front pages of newspapers and hours on television, where different news channels are discussing how India could bring much more to Australia now.
Right, and Shweta, Modi also stressing on the need for India and Australia to work together to combat terror, maintaining peace in the South Pacific region.
Yes, Narendra Modi did speak about maritime security. He did speak about terrorism. Ever since he's landed in Australia, first Brisbane, when he met the BRICS nations informally, he spoke about terror. He spoke about black money, yes, but he did also speak about terror and how all the countries needed to unite for that. When we talk about G20, it was there, and now when we reached Canberra, he spoke about terrorism and how India, which is affected by terrorism at such a scale, needs the entire world to come together. He spoke about how India and Australia have how much in common and how they could come together to fight this menace.
So thanks so much for that update. Let's also get a word from Headline Today's Sana Khan, who's telling us how the Australian media is reporting Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit.
Absolutely. Simi, there are two important points. Point number one, the focus is clearly on what Prime Minister Modi said on combating terror along with Australia. This joint cooperation that he talked about. And secondly, the Australian media is still upbeat, this being the last day of the Prime Minister in Australia. Let's take a look at some of the major newspapers and what they're saying in Australia. The Sydney Morning Herald talks about this new era of India-Australia military agreement, And there's a big, bold picture of Prime Minister Modi with Tony Abbott. And it's got key excerpts from their joint declaration as well. You know, the framework lays out an extensive action plan, including annual prime ministerial summits and maritime military exercises. So a lot of defense, talk on the defense front that the Australian media is covering. And you know, this deal about the defense cooperation is also important because this was announced after Xi Jinping of China left the G20 summit. He's left for Tasmania. So this announcement also comes at this crucial time. Another edition of the Sydney Morning Herald has this whole video of interaction of Prime Minister Modi with Tony Abbott, another picture of the Prime Minister at the Parliament earlier today. And this, in fact, has minute-by-minute details. You know, this is how the Australian media is tracking Narendra Modi's visit. Then you have another publication from Australia, the National Affairs, which again talks about the military cooperation. A lot of talk about military cooperation and the defense ties between the two nations. Again, a very detailed article. Now, what's interesting in this particular publication, the Herald Sun, is they've picked up on that tagline that the Prime Minister said, you know, that catch G20 phrases, everyone's talking about it. When Prime Minister said that this is Tony Abbott's way of shirt fronting, you know, that is an essentially very less used diplomatic term, which means that you invite a leader from another nation and then you get down to real business. You talk about issues that were not on the table before that visit. So essentially a lot of applause there from the Prime Minister when he mentioned this particular term. Then Brisbane Times, you know, even after he's left Brisbane, the Brisbane Times is still reporting about Narendra Modi's visit, his important address in the Parliament. And they also mentioned the fact that the Prime Minister spoke in English, and it mentions that though he normally uses Hindi, but this time he's, you know, used English. Back to you, Simi.